Welcome to PVTV International. I'm going to present this week's editions of our news roundup. Pyidaungsu Hluttaw 6th meeting marks important discussions and reports. The 6th meeting of the Pyidaungsu Hluttaw commenced on February 1, 2024, utilizing a video conference system for a two-day session. CRPH Chairman Pyidaungsu opened the meeting with an address, followed by speeches from Acting President Duwa, Prime Minister Pyidaungsu. During this section, Robert Nair of Kaya Karani State Constituency 10 presented and submitted the Pyidaungsu Hluttaw Statement of Opinion, gaining approval. Video screenings feature speeches from the International Parliamentary Union (IPU), President Honorable Dr. Tulia Exxon, and Vice President of the European Parliament, Ms. Heidi Hluttaw. Additionally, a speech from the chairman of ASEAN Parliamentarians for Human Rights (APHR) was read by Domnyat Thirathon, chair of the International Relations Committee, and Usi Tumau, a committee member, read the speech from an aligned parliament member, Janice Safin. The CRPH then presented reports on its work, focusing on strengthening relationship with the international parliamentary community. The Hluttaw approved the National Unity Government's progress report and future plans. A proposal urging revolutionary forces to intensify efforts to end the military dictatorships and establish a federal democratic union was submitted by Myla Mintun of Shan State Namsan constituency and discussed by 6 other parliamentarians. On the second day, parliamentarians raised questions and respective union minister from the National Unity Government provided answers. Cabinet news. Acting President Duwa highlights Spring Revolution triumphs and Federalism integration. During the January 30 Cabinet meeting, Acting President Duwa emphasized the success of the resistance war in the Spring Revolution, especially in seizing the city. He underscored the importance of integrating and assessing this victory when constructing a political framework, considering their political and racial significance. The Acting President stressed the necessity for strategic thinking in aligning the result of the resistance war with Federalism principle. Notably, Part 1 and 2 of the Federal Democratic Charter, crafted to encompass the entire country during the Spring Revolution, have already gained collective approval. These charter provisions reflect a shared ideology among ethnic groups, providing a common foundation for future societal development. In his concluding remarks, the acting president affirmed that this fundamental principle would serve as the cornerstone for the nation's progress. NUG statement. Spring Revolution marks root out armed harassment. On January 29, 2017, Ugoni, a prominent Burmese lawyer and constitutional law expert known for his outspoken criticisms of 2008 constitution, was tragically shot and killed at 5:10 in the evening in the bustling arrival hall of Yangon International Airport. On the 7th anniversary of his end, Kone Win's untimely death, the National Unity Government issued a statement expressing concern, highlighting the unsettling fact that an accomplice in the assassinations remained at large. The statement emphasized how this grim reality reflects Myanmar's political challenges, pointing to public insecurity, a lack of peace, and the absence of law and order under the military dictatorship. Prime Minister urges increased effort for humanitarian aid and international awareness. During a meeting on January 27 with officials from the Ministry of International Cooperation and CDM staff, Prime Minister Pyidaungsu emphasized the need for heightened efforts in providing humanitarian assistance, health and education support to those fleeing conflict due to the oppressive actions of the terrorist Myanmar military. He also expressed confidence that ongoing arrangement by the ministry to raise awareness about the Federal Democratic Charter among domestic and foreign organizations would be advantageous for the revolutions by informing the international community about the future directions of the Federal Democratic State. Revolutionary groups Unite for Justice and Stability announced transitional plans. On January 31st, collaborating revolutionary groups declared a shared commitment to establishing a process for justice for those strongly affected by the conflict and implementing transitional justice measures. The agreement outlines the formations of transitional entities, including a Transitional National Unity Government, TNUG, and Transitional State, Federal Unit Governments, upon the complete ending of the military coup. The objective is to restore stability and peace, followed by the construction of a new Federal Democratic Union aligned with the resultant of Federal Democratic Constitution. The document further emphasized the importance of justice for conflict victims and delineations of a transitional justice process. The TNUG will be formed with the collective leaderships of individuals integral to the revolutionary forces and in accordance with the Transitional Federal Democratic Constitution. Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, Ministry Update. Japanese Parliament holds hearing for Myanmar's democratic rebuilding and peace. On February 1st, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management revealed that a hearing took place in the Japanese National Diet, focusing on the reconstructions of Myanmar's democratic system, fostering peace and the establishment of a genuine federal union. Union Minister Dr. Win Myat-ae addressed the current situations in Myanmar, highlighting the challenges faced by those fleeing the conflict. He elaborated on the political policies under development and underscored the unified stance of groups collaborating to end the military dictatorships and construct a federal democratic union. Ministry reports 5.12 billion Myanmar kyats humanitarian aid in 2023 for revolution-affected populations. On January 2nd, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management disclosed that a substantial 5.12 billion Myanmar kyats in humanitarian aid was disbursed during the period from January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023. The aid targeted individuals significantly impacted by the revolution, focusing on 8 priority areas: local residents who face property damage from the terrorist military council, displaced individuals, casualties and their families, as well as vulnerable groups such as family, disabled individuals and CDM employees. The aid also extended to victims of natural disaster, political prisoners and their families, and others requiring assistance due to various reasons. Ministry of Defense. Defense Ministry affirms unity with Karen Revolutions on 75th anniversary. On the 75th anniversary Diamond Jubilee of Karen Revolution Day, observed on January 31st, the Ministry of Defense conveyed a message expressing their commitment to collaborate closely with the Karen community. The message emphasized joint efforts to bring an end to the military dictatorships and actively contribute to the establishment of a future federal democratic union. The NUG acknowledged and respected the frontline involvement by the Karen National Union (KNU) and the Karen National Liberation Army (KNLA) in the ongoing Myanmar Spring Revolution, highlighting their collaborated efforts with similar revolutionary organizations. People Defense Force secure Shwe BA following terrorist military council's attack. In a statement released on February 3rd, the Ministry of Defense confirmed that the People Defense Force PDF has successfully taken control of Shwe BA in Homelin Township, County District Sagai, in response to renewed attack by the terrorist military council forces since January 13, 2024. The PDF, now in charge, has discovered the bodies and weaponry of the opposing military council troops within the town and is actively pursuing the retreating enemy forces. Ministry of Commerce. Ministry of Commerce blacklist 64 UMFCCI executive tied to military council, offers a peace process. As of January 29, the Ministry of Commerce has placed 64 Central Executive of the Union of Myanmar Federations of Chambers of Commerce and Industry (UMFCCI) on blacklist due to their collaborations with the terrorist military council. Blacklisted individuals are permitted to submit an appeal to the National Unity Government within 90 days, provided they pledge to disassociate from the Myanmar military and terminate any supporting relationships. The announcement highlights that UMFCCI, accused of benefiting from the military, causes various violations including human rights abuses, war crimes, genocide, crimes against humanity, and labor rights violation, has already been dissolved along with its constitution. Ministry of Home Affairs and Immigration. Ministry reports significant casualties among Myanmar military soldiers in People's Defensive War counter-attack. In a statement on February 3rd, the Ministry of Home Affairs and Immigration confirmed that in response to the violent oppression, arrests, attacks and killing by the terrorist Myanmar military, nearly 40 of its members were killed and approximately 30 were injured during a counter-attack as part of the People's Defensive War on February 1st. The announcement emphasized the right of the entire public to self-defense amid the ongoing conflict. Ministry of Human Rights. Union Minister of Human Rights and Korean Human Rights Commission Chairman Hluttaw talked on February 2nd. Union Minister of the Ministry of Human Rights Wang and Chairman of the Korean Human Rights Commission Mr. Song Do-hon engaged in discussion regarding the Republic of Korea government's role in addressing Myanmar military human rights violation. The meeting also delved into topics such as the establishment of an independent and capable human rights commission in Myanmar, potential collaborations in human rights promotion activity, support for the National Unity Government's Human Rights Initiative, and the feasibility of holding hearings on the human rights of Myanmar citizens in Korea for their protection. Ministry of Education. National Unity Government enters academic collaborations Memorandum of Understanding with Arizona State University. On February 1st, the Ministry of Education of the National Unity Government announced the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding MOU with Arizona State University ASU in the United States. The MOU outlines collaborated efforts in academic fees encompassing student, teacher, and researchers exchanges, sending scholars joint textbook creations, and workshop organizations. The agreement reflects our commitment to fostering academic collaborations between the National Unity Government and Arizona State University. Ministry of Foreign Affairs. National Unity Government vows to restore democracy, ensure justice, and pursue responsible foreign policy. On the 3rd anniversary of the Spring Revolution, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the National Unity Government declared on February 1st its unwavering commitment to restoring democratic governance and constructing a new, improved federal state of Myanmar. The announcement emphasized that the responsible for atrocities and mass killing across the country would face appropriate punishment. Additionally, the National Unity Government pledged to be a responsible partner to the international community, foster positive relations with neighboring countries, actively contribute to understanding and prosperity in the ASEAN region, and implement a neutral foreign policy emphasizing international law, peace, and cooperation. Ministry of Planning, Finance and Investment. DMNK and NUGB surpassed 1 trillion in transactions, defying military dictatorship's control. Since its launch in June 2022 by the Ministry of Planning, Finance and Investment, the Digital Myanmar DMMK and the NUGB Mobile Wallet Program have achieved a significant milestone, with a total value of transactions surpassing 1 trillion Myanmar kyat. The initiative aims to break free from financial systems controlled by the terrorist military council, establishing an independent and secure financial system to eliminate the influence of the military dictatorship. This accomplishment symbolizes the resilience of the people and their determination to resist oppressions. NUGP, as a revolutionary tool, stands as a testament to the courage, diligence, endurance, and desire for democracy among the people of Myanmar, pledging to remain in solidarity until the ultimate goal of the revolution is realized. Overview of military operations in the first week of February 2024. During the first week of February 2024, a surge in attacks on cities occurs in the plains, accompanied by clashes in Kachin State and the Nindari region. Battles to claim cities erupted in mountainous region, as well as cities attacks in the plain witnessed an alarming escalation. The attacks goal being urban bombings, extending to military bases within city, showcasing the growing infiltration capabilities of the People Defense Army and Revolutionary Forces in urban areas. In Sagaing region, Myanmar witnessed an attack on military camps by revolutionary forces, resulting in the death of 3 soldiers and the capture of 2 military family members. Mongya town in Nanlu Taipan district saw 2 soldiers killed in a shooting incident. Additionally, a drone attack on LIB 256, LIB 257 and LIB 258 battalions in Yesejo, Magwe region left 5 soldiers injured. The first week of February has witnessed a series of camp battles in Kachin State and Paninda region, indicating an escalation in military pressures despite the end of the ceasefire between the Brotherhood Alliance and the Myanmar military in the northern Shan region. In Mansi Township, Kachin State, the Kachin Independence Army KIA captured the LIB 250 forward camp, seizing weapons and ammunition. Revolutionary forces captured a joint camp deployed by the Myanmar military and Duzoti in Million Town village, Palo Township, Paninda region, with nearly 30 forces. Additionally, the Mount Magan area police station faced an attack by the People Defense Force (PDF) and local defense forces. In an extraordinary incident on January 29, the Cobra column successfully shot down an Eurocopter helicopter near Myawaddy LIB 355. The incident resulted in the death of Colonel Emin Now, the commander of 44 divisions, 1 battalion commander, 1 drone officers and 2 pilots. The Progressive Karani People Force PKPF reported a total of 960 clashes in Karani state over the 3 years since the coup. During this period, 2,986 members of the military councils were killed and 477 members of the Karani Revolution lost their lives. Let's see what do we have for our weekly roundup news in coming weeks. Thanks for watching PVTV International.